Taking a look at the interest rate environment today. Today I want to focus on that two-year note. Really, the two-year note was the big mover of the day. We saw the whole complex move pretty significantly, but the two-year kind of led the charge today. When you look at yields going up, I should say, led the charge on the way down when you look at the selling pressure within the note complex. So the two-year down today, down actually quite a pronounced measure when we saw the reaction here to some of the news items that broke over the last 24 hours. Looking at the two-year right around the 107.17 spot 4 was the settle. We saw a high of 107.22 spot 2. And a low of 107.17 spot 3, so settling just off of the lows of the day. So we saw that downward pressure persist throughout the day in the two-year note, and actually across the 2s to the 7s really is where the big moves were today when you look at the selling pressure in the note complex. And looking at the yields, I think it's very interesting to see now that you're seeing the 2s and the 7s really bounce up quite significantly. We saw the two-year note settle right around a yield of 1.775. So again, reversing this trend and now pushing yields back up in the middle of the curve. And some of the items that broke over the last 24 hours, I should say, it came from the Fed initially. The Fed Chairman Powell indicated that they still haven't decided that they're going to move in July, and the market really took a pause to that. And if they do move, there's still indications that it may not be the 50 basis point move that the market has anticipated. Also, couple that with the Fed Governor Bullard, who actually was a dissenting voter in this last meeting, who wanted to cut 25 basis points. He still indicates that he believes that the market could handle a 25 basis point cut to err on the side of caution, but he doesn't believe 50 basis points is necessary. So he, again, both those messages changed the tone within the note complex today, and that's why we saw the selling pressure. Also, G20 meeting later this week, and we did get some trade news this morning. I think that was another factor playing into why we saw some selling pressure within the note complex, and I think that's going to continue as we roll into this meeting later this week, that we're going to get these messages, these headline moving items that are going to indicate the movement, I guess, or the possible movement or non-movement in the negotiations leading into that meeting between China and the U.S.